And good morning, Man-Hour Nation. What a week 4 NFL that we have had so far. It wraps up tonight with the Seahawks versus Giants. But we got to talk a little bit of hot seat. These players / coaches have got to be on the hot seat, right? Justin Fields, Bryce Young, Zack Taylor, a little Josh McDaniels. We got Way or No Way coming up. Eagles, the worst undefeated team ever. But first, and now, Mike's thoughts. As we dive into today's show, there's going to be a lot of controversy about the whole referee saga. We get it. Referees did this. Referees did that. It is a narrative that never gets old. Let's just be honest about it. People hammer it home each and every week. But I'm going to be hammering home this replay thing again. I'm going to be hammering the simple fact that replay is broken again. I spoke on it last week. I'm going to speak on it again today. Because my man BC Combs texted me, and I agree with him 157%. He said all penalties should be reviewable. All penalties should be reviewable. My man, you are exactly right. If there is a flag on said play, you should be able to review that said flag. If there is a penalty on the play, you should be able to say that is not a penalty. I want you to prove it to me. Now, I don't want an additional challenge. I don't want extra, all this hoopah, right? You still get your 2 challenges a game, and if you win both of them, you get the X one, right? I don't want that to change. The only thing I want to change is the ability to review penalties. Also, time on the clock. If we can add this to the replay, this will make our game better. This will make the NFL 100% better. Because let's just be honest. That safety last night versus the Jets versus Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, I am a Chiefs fan, and I'm not going to be that guy. But that safety changed the whole momentum of the game. Clearly, that face mask was performed at the 1-yard line, not in the end zone. Okay. Horse collar tackle a couple plays later. Clearly, he grabbed him by the front of the jersey and pulled him down. It wasn't to the side. It wasn't to the back. If we could have reviewed both of those penalties, the Jets would never have had a chance. Let's just call a spade a spade. They would have never have had a chance. We need the ability to review every penalty. We need the ability to make the game right. We need the ability to call a spade a spade. If I see a holding and it's not a holding, review that. Review that. Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man-Hour Nation, rise up.
You don't want to be every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man-Hour After Dark. Say that while I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who coming to the list sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut you short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live all through your speakers, go.
And what is up, Man-Hour Nation? Michael Buckhouse here with the Man-Hour Show. Head over to manhourradio.com. Check out the merchandise page. That's in the blog section as well. But most importantly, guys, right now, my voice decides to crackle. Check out that listen tab. If you're going to miss any part of the show whatsoever, miss any part of the show, whether it's right now, whether it's 10 minutes down the line, whether it's another hour down the line, the podcast form will be up and out there as soon as the live show is over. So click on that listen tab, and bada bing, bada boom, it is there. Also, guys, we are uploading clips from the show every 3 hours on the 3 hours. So we got 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Repeat that over and over and over. We're giving you like 12 clips a day, guys. So the only show out there that goes above and beyond. Not only do I do a live show Monday through Friday, solo, I'm giving you clips. I'm giving you podcast form. I'm giving you every reason to love some NFL Man Hour talk. But we got to welcome some people into the chat, some people that are tuning in right now. We got my man, Jim Powell. He says, what the fudge? I'm not sure what you're upset about, Jim. We all know who the Raiders were. We all know who they are. We all know that they're going to fire Josh McDaniels, but at the end of the day, we're going to talk about some hot seat, baby. We got to talk some hot seat. But, of course, it is way or no way Monday here. We're going to talk about the San Francisco 49ers, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Indianapolis Colts. All the good stuff. Sorry. Mind muck right there. It says, Tim McWalls in the chat says, check this out. Let's take out that game versus the Cardinals. We're still shell-shocked after losing Diggs and having 3 to 5 offensive linemen out. The point differential is 103 to 18. We can talk about some of the Dallas Cowboys. XD's Gamers in the chat says, Duval finally got a win on Sunday morning over the Atlanta Falcons. What was that score, like 20 to 6 or something like that? 26 to 6. Great win. They are now a 500 team overseas. They are 5-5. So wrap that around your head. They're the only team out there to play 10 games in London and soon to be 11. Let's see if they can go for 2 in a row over the Buffalo Bills, guys. But let's get into today's show right now, and let's start off with some hot seat action. So obviously, guys, week 4 is well into the books now. We have one game left. We have the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Football Giants, guys. Let me know who is going to win tonight here in the chat. But let's talk about this hot seat. As week 4 wraps up, the seats around the NFL are starting to get a little warm. Coaches are starting to, it's getting hot in here. I'm going to take off all my clothes, right? We got quarterbacks that are saying the same thing, like, oh, man, maybe my job isn't so secure. Maybe my job is like, hey, slow it down, baby. But the first person that I want to talk about a seat that should be hot, it's just not one person. It's just not 2 people. It's the whole organization. It is the whole team from the general manager down. Hell, we'll put the owner up there. From the owner all the way down. This seat has got to be getting hot. But we are going to talk about the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields, and Matt Eberflus. They gave up a 21-point lead on Sunday versus the miserable Denver Broncos. The same Denver Broncos that gave up 70 points to the Miami Dolphins. The same Denver Broncos team that lost to the Raiders week 1. The same Denver Broncos team that has had, 4 wins now in 3 seasons. Terrible, terrible team. But Justin Fields, Matt Eberflus, you guys are officially on the hot seat. If the Chicago Bears, Ryan Poles, and that organization is not making some type of changes right here, right now, they are perfectly acceptable. Understand, like, hey, we are going to suck. Justin Fields is 5-23 as a starter, guys. 5-23 as a starter. He has a franchise record, 16 straight losses. Mitchell Trubisky has a better record than Justin Fields. Jay Cutler, arguably the best quarterback in the Chicago Bears history, has a better record than him. Zach Wilson, as a starter, has better record than Justin Fields. Justin Fields, you should be put on the hot seat, my man. Your job should be in jeopardy. Matt Eberflus, you are 3-18 as a head coach. 3 wins as a head coach in 2 seasons. How is this guy not on the hot seat? Guys, Justin Fields and Matt Eberflus both need to be on the hot seat this weekend. Their jobs need to be highly, highly evaluated right now. If Matt Eberflus wants to save face in the Chicago land area, bench Justin Fields. It is time to put Tyler Badgett in. It is time to put Nathan Peterman in. It is time to call Colin Kaepernick. Make a change. Matt Eberflus, if you do not want the seat to get hotter, bench Justin Fields. If you're okay with your hot seat, keep Justin Fields. Ryan Poles, find yourself a new coach. Justin Fields and Matt Eberflus, guys, has to be on the hot seat. And if they're not, Chicago Bears are okay being bad. They are okay being the worst NFL team in the world. In the world. Tim McWall says the Bears are headed for Caleb Williams. So right now, the Chicago Bears have an opportunity to have a number 1 and number 2 overall picks in this year's draft, Tim. They are on pace to having the first overall pick and the second overall pick, because they get it from Carolina, I think. With that being said, the most Chicago Bear thing that they could do is they will trade that number 1 overall pick. They will trade that number 1 overall pick to a team like the Jets, to a team like the Seahawks, to a team like the Minnesota Vikings. Somebody, right? That team will then go get Caleb Williams. Excuse me. That team then will have massive success. And the Chicago Bears will draft a player like Bo Nix. And then Bo Nix will be saving grace, right? Mr. 7th year quarterback in the league, Bo Nix, right? Wrap this around your head. Bo Nix played against Justin Herbert in college. Justin Herbert's been a professional athlete for 4 years. I'm just saying. But the Chicago Bears would trade away that first overall pick. Draft Bo Nix, and then they'll be in the same boat they are through 2 years down the road. Coach Payton deserves credit for not letting the team give up. Would have been easy after last week's beatdown last week. Listen, as a professional athlete, Tim, you do not really give up. If you have any desire in your bone, if you have any, what's the word I'm looking for? Competitive spirit, you don't give up no matter how much you're getting beat down, right? I could be down 80-6. It has happened. When I was playing arena ball, we were getting beat. It was like 70-16. Something stupid, right? Your competitive nature in your body doesn't give up. So, I don't know. It is what it is. They let Patrick Mahomes go to the Chiefs. They would not do that again. So, first things first, Tim. I keep hearing this comparison, right? The Chicago Bears let Patrick Mahomes go. They drafted Mitchell Trubisky over him, yada, yada, yada. Guys, Patrick Mahomes looked shitty in college. Let's just be flat out honest. Patrick Mahomes was not that top overall pick. Patrick Mahomes went to what? Texas Tech, right? He was an average quarterback at best in the Big 12. On the national level, he was below average. Yes, he had a nice, strong arm. Yes, he had some big highlight plays, but let's just be honest, he was not that good. When you just have pure athletic ability and a nice, strong arm, you are going to win some games. You're going to put the ball in the end zone. It's just how it is, right? Patrick Mahomes was not very good in college. Let's just say that. John's in the chat. He says, good morning. Good morning to you as well, John. So, guys, let's go ahead and jump back up to here. John says, your lips to God's ears, baby. Woo. He says, who woke up the Ravens? I don't think anybody woke up the Ravens. John? I think it was just a perfect storm for the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. When we look at this, the Browns, game time decision for Deshaun Watson. An hour before the game, they're like, Watson, you're out. DTR, your first rookie start. a division rival versus the Baltimore Ravens. They still have, they're still licking their wounds after losing Chubb, right? Yes, Ford is a very good running back. I've been very, very impressed with Ford. But let's just be honest. The Browns kind of came in shorthanded. I'm not giving this a fly or an excuse, but we'll be talking about the Ravens coming up soon here. In way or no way. 3-1 on the season. Tim McWall says Jets would be scary with Rodgers. Got a feel for him. Oh, here we go. Guys, all offseason, I've been telling you the Jets are still a 7-win team. Yes, they did add Randall Cobb. Yes, they did add Alan Lazard. Yes, they did add Aaron Rodgers. Played total of 4 snaps for them, right, in the regular season. I don't think Aaron Rodgers makes this team that much better. I don't think Aaron Rodgers with the New York Jets is making them a playoff or Super Bowl caliber team. Now, they may not be getting blown out 40-0, right? Because let's look at the Jets scores throughout the season here, right? Week number 1, when they played the Dallas Cowboys, right? Sorry, they played the Buffalo Bills week 1. They won that game 22-16. Would Aaron Rodgers in that game have changed the outcome? Probably not. Week number 2, they played Dallas Cowboys 30-10. Would that have changed the defense giving up 30 points? Aaron Rodgers maybe scored them 17. They still would have lost that game. Patriots 15-10. That was just an all-around bad game for everybody. I don't think that would have changed the outcome. Last night versus Kansas City Chiefs, they won 23-20. But does Aaron Rodgers have them in that position? Probably not. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs probably wouldn't have lost focus for second and third quarter. They would have been zeroed in all game long. So I don't think Aaron Rodgers makes the Jets any better. I just don't think. Coach Rich, where are you? Are you talking about Rich Rodriguez? Is that who we're referring to? Is Rich Rodriguez? Ravens played a backup quarterback. No exceptionary need, Jim. Listen, DTR is going to be a good quarterback in the NFL. If he gets the opportunity to really make the team his own, right? To make hey, this is my team. Nobody's going to F with it. This is my team. DTR is going to be a very, very good quarterback in this league. Watch his preseason tape. He was jumping off the screen. He was just a little shell-shocked, maybe. He was a little, I need a play out of my mind a day. It was like he was playing to take Deshaun Watson's spot. That's kind of way it seemed like to me. Their defense played decent. He dropped in power rankings. Who dropped in the power rankings? Talk about that. Moving on to the next hot seat, guys. This particular player is 0-3 as a starter. Their team is 0-4. When this particular player is not in, their offense just looks lost. The play calling looks lost. The whole organization, team-wise, just looks lost. We're talking about Bryce Young, guys. Well, like I said, Bryce Young is officially 0-3 as a starter and arguably the worst-looking rookie quarterback out of all of this year's class. Now, when Andy Dalton was in, right, the Panthers looked more fluid. Their defense looked hungrier. Their offense looked a lot more stable. So, guys, is Bryce Young on the hot seat? Should the Carolina Panthers consider sitting Bryce Young down for the rest of the season to kind of slow everything down? To slow it down, right? Because we do not want another Zach Wilson on our hands. Confidence is key in the NFL. Everybody has the ability. Everybody has the ability in the NFL. That is why they're in the NFL. They have the speed, they have the arm strength, they have the knowledge, they have all the intangibles, right? They just got to put it all together. Right now for Bryce Young, everything seems to be going a million miles a minute. Once he was named starter for the Carolina Panthers, my hope for the Carolina Panthers was like 500 at best. Now it's kind of like, damn, they'll be lucky to get 2 wins. Look at their schedule moving forward, guys. They play the Lions, Dolphins, and Texans. All 3 really, really tough teams. The Texans, where are they coming from, right? Holy shit, slow it down. But, guys, Bryce Young is on the hot seat. If I was the coach for the Carolina Panthers, I would be sitting Bryce Young in my office right now. Closed doors, no cameras. Hey, this is between you and me, Bryce. Listen, how do you really truly feel about the NFL right now? This is a safe place. Open up to me. Here is my black leather couch. Catch the pun. But is this game moving too fast for you? Do you need time to regurgitate stuff? Because right now, Bryce Young looks freaking lost out there. He looks like a freshman quarterback on a varsity team. The spotlight is just too big for him right now. He has all the ability in the world. Give him a year to grow. Give him a year in the offense. Give him a year to comprehend to like what is going on. Hey, sophomore, junior, senior year, look out, baby, slow it down. But this freshman quarterback, a.k.a. Bryce Young, rookie, needs time to watch Andy Dalton play. Needs time to sit back and relax like, oh, I can make that check down play. I need to understand that I don't have to score every play. I can let the defense win me a game. I can do this. Like right now, guys, that is what Bryce Young needs to do. That's what the Carolina coaching staff needs to do. Sit Bryce Young down. He is on the hot seat. All the praise in the world. Number 1 overall pick. Slow it down. Bryce Young, you are on the hot seat. Time to put up or shut up, man. And when I say put up, I mean win a damn game. Win the damn game versus the Detroit Lions. Beat the Miami Dolphins. Beat the Texans. Do something. Do something. Tim says, look real close when Bryce Young gets touched in the pocket. He flyings into the ground like a kid. He's too small. I wouldn't say he's too small. He's just too weak. Hit the weights. As Tyreek Hill says, this is a big boys game. You're too small. Chargers. But the Patriot Whisper. I'm not for sure you guys are talking about there. Yes. They should sit him young. They should sit him. Does it break him if you sit him after naming him starter? Hoffy, that is a great question. When you sit a player like a first overall pick in Bryce Young or any top pick, right? Any top pick, you have to sit them down and you have to have a heart-to-heart conversation. We have to be men here. Open it up. Yes, I know men do not like to expose their feelings. Yes, I know men like to think that I can handle everything, right? We know that men will never ask for anybody for help. This is what you do if you are the coach for the Carolina Panthers. It's Frank Wright, right? This is what you do. First of all, Frank Wright's going to put his big old Super Bowl ring down that he has with the, he'll be like, look, if you want to be successful in this NFL, like Peyton Manning, like Russell Wilson, like name some top quarterbacks that like you have helped. Frank Wright has been the quarterback whisperer for a long, long, long time. Sit him down and be like, look, let me ask you this question. Answer it truthfully. Is this game moving too fast for you right now? If so, we will figure it out. We will tone back the offense. We will let you sit for a few weeks. We know your ankle, air quotes there, we know your ankle is hurting. Put you on the PUP list. 4 weeks, sit there, learn, regurgitate, slow it down, baby, get 100% healthy, and bada bing, bada boom, you are back. We are not permanently sitting you on the bench. We drafted you number 1 overall. Look at Justin Fields, 5-23 as a starter. He's still fine in Chicago. You have time to grow here, buddy. We have time to grow. We are not expected to be great this season. We were expecting a possible NFC South run, but hey, week 4 is in. We know our role. Bottom feeders right now. Sit back, relax, let Andy Dalton take those knockout hits. Learn from Andy, learn how to prepare, learn how to be a professional. Alex Smith did the same thing to Patrick Mahomes. Brett Favre did the same thing to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was doing the same thing to Zach Wilson and Jordan Love. It is okay to sit. It is okay. Does it hurt him? No. I think that builds his confidence. As long as you talk to him, as long as you build him up, build that nice solid foundation and give him the explanation why and the reason why, and be like, look, you are still our starter moving forward. We just need you to understand, take a little vacation, slow it down a little bit. I don't think it hurts him as all. Like Trevor Lawrence. There you go. Was that a dish at Trevor Lawrence, Mr. Top 10 quarterback himself? Jim says, if you want to play, you do what it takes to get back to your seat. If you immediately want traded, you were never the guy. That is facts. After that heart-to-heart, Jim, you say, hey, you want this back? Earn it back, baby. And if you want to do the whole transfer portal bullshit, get out of here. Get out of here. What other team is going to give you that opportunity to sit, to learn, and then to get back? Because we're going to want a first-round draft for you. We gave up the freaking woodshed. We gave up DJ Moore and picks for you. The whole coaching staff should be on the hot seat, including the offense. Offend. What's up, Skip? Moving on. Let's move on to the next person on the hot seat going into this Week 5 NFL. And that is Zack Taylor. Zack Taylor and the Cincinnati Bengals are 1-3, and they have looked flat out horrible the first week of the season. Yes, they did win a home Monday night game. Yes, they did. They could, okay, maybe we're back. Maybe we're working in. Tennessee Titans got their asses whooped. Yes, I understand that T. Higgins is out with that rib injury now. I understand that Joe Burrow is not 100%. We understand that the offensive line is sucking. Orlando Brown Jr., how does that grass taste on the other side? I'll wait. But guys, Zack Taylor should not be on the hot seat. I have seen a lot of people out there saying, fire Zack Taylor, make a move, this, right? Guys, what were the Cincinnati Bengals before Zack Taylor came? What were the Cincinnati Bengals before Zack Taylor came? They were a dumpster fire of an organization as a team, right? Now, you can say, oh, they drafted Joe Burrow and everything changed, right? Sure, I will give you that. But who drafted Joe Burrow? Who drafted Jamar Chase? Who is putting this team together? That's all Zack Taylor. For all you people out there that's saying that Zack Taylor should be fired, should be on the hot seat, slow it down. Just a couple years ago, they were in the Super Bowl. Last season, they were in the AFC championship game, right? It's still the 4th week of the season. Now, there are some teams that need to be panicking. The Bears, the Panthers, the Raiders, the Broncos, right? The list goes on and on and on. But the Bengals are still them. I still think that the Bengals are still probably one of the front runners in the AFC North. Yes, they're sitting at 1-3. Ravens are sitting in first place at 3-1. They got some ground to make up. but the offense just isn't looking good right now. They're just, right? But Zack Taylor should not be on the hot seat. So all you people that are saying that Zack Taylor needs to be on the hot seat and be fired, open your eyes. Open your eyes and realize, like, hey, maybe, just maybe, we've had a rough couple 4 weeks because of the Joe Burrow injury. Maybe, just maybe, we've had a rough stretch of games. Let's just be honest. They opened up with the Cleveland Browns. Whoa. That defense killer, right? Then we played the Baltimore Ravens. We battled them till 3 points, 27-24. Leaders of the North, right? Looking good. Top 5 NFL power ranking team. Spoiler alert. And then they beat a Rams team, a very, very grungy Rams team at home, 19-16. But then they shit the bed versus the Tennessee Titans. Everybody has that game. Dallas Cowboys did it a couple weeks ago versus the Arizona Cardinals, right? Everybody has that game. Slow it down, Cincinnati Bengals fan. Zack Taylor should not be going anywhere. The seat should not be hot for Zack Taylor. So everybody that is out there saying that, shut up. Shut up. Jim says Burrow got his bag. Now he doesn't have to play through aches and pains or want that warrior mentality. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know about that. But Jim, you might be right. Now, I have never personally have ever had a calf strain, right? I've had ankle sprains, I've had broken bones, I've had stingers that Chase Young couldn't play through. I've had concussions, but I've never had a strained calf. I don't know what kind of pain that is. I don't know what kind of rehab that takes. But I do know that I feel like a strained calf is just suck it up and you'll be fine, right? But maybe, Jim, you are right. Maybe he got that $350 million deal. Maybe he is just like satisfied, just like, hey, you know what? I got mine. A ring would be nice, but if it falls in my lap, whatever. It is what it is. David's in the chat. What's up, David? He says, true. Zack Taylor is not the problem. And then John wants to come out and say, since Cincinnati's going to be a 500 ball club. Listen, a 500 ball club in the AFC might get you into the playoffs. A 500 ball club is that team that you do not want to face in the playoffs. When I played professional paintball, we may have snuck into Sunday, right? Sundays were like the championship days. They were the win or go home days, right? We were battle tested, right? We might slide in there as like an 8 seed, right? Playing that number 1 overall seed. We don't give two shits whether we win or lose. We aren't even supposed to be here. Playing a team that is going to be loosey-goosey. Hey, we are supposed to lose. You're supposed to run up the score on us. Those are the most dangerous teams in the playoffs. New York Football Giants. Ask the Patriots, right? Pittsburgh Steelers snuck in there, 8-8. Jerome Buss and the boys won the championship, right? A team that isn't supposed to be there, that you're supposed to walk all over, is the most dangerous team. Jacksonville Jaguars from last season, right? But to say that the Bengals will be a 500 team, let's look at their schedule moving forward. They play the Cardinals, Seahawks, and 49ers. I feel like they can win all 3 of those games. They'll probably lose to the Buffalo Bills. They'll beat the Texans, Ravens, and Steelers. Like, they have a tough schedule moving forward. Colts, Vikings, Steelers, Chiefs, Browns to round out the year. Let me take it one step further, John. Either the Bengals will be a 700 team. We're talking like 12-5, right? Maybe 11-6. Or they'll be on the complete opposite, 6-11, 5-12. Either I see the Bengals getting hot, really hot, and rolling over teams, or they're just going to be bottom tier all season long. I don't think they'll be a 500 team. I think they'll be 700 or 200. Extreme high, extreme low. There's no middle point for the Bengals this season. Bill Belichick should be on the hot seat, and he can take Mac Jones with him. Ooh. Let me ask you guys that question. Let's add one in there. Should Bill Belichick be on the hot seat? No. Answered it for you, Hoffy. Mac Jones is the guy. Bill Belichick is the guy. Let's just face it. The Dallas Cowboys are that damn good. Yes, they stumbled against the Cardinals week 3. Yes, they did shit the bed week 3. But you know what? The Cardinals battled the 49ers till the very end. Yes, the 49ers pulled away late. Yes, they did a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Cardinals may not be that bad, but the Cowboys are that damn good. Cowboys are the best team in the NFL. McCorkle Jones, his actual real name, is awful. No idea why the Pats would stick with him. I don't know. Maybe because Mac Jones fits Bill O'Brien offense is perfect. Maybe Bailey Zappi isn't the guy. I mean, Bailey Zappi's been cut twice, signed to the practice squad, brought up and pushed back down, right? Mac Jones is a perfect fit for Bill O'Brien. That's why Mac Jones is there. I played 3 or 4 years of semi-pro with ammonia because I wanted to. No money at all. It's all about the will. It's all about the want. Me too, 44-year-olds with my 21 years old. It's awesome. I played semi-pro football for 2 years, 3 years here. I started a team here in Louisville called the Derby City Rough Riders, and honestly, I will never go back ever again. I don't want to. It is what it is. Call up the Vikings for Cousins. Heck, could he have walked across the field and maybe a trade for Trey Lance? Cowboys are not giving up Trey Lance. Hoffy, the Cowboys are not giving up Trey Lance. Trey Lance is a work in progress. Trey Lance is on the back burner if they cannot get a deal done with Dak Prescott this offseason. There's a reason why good GMs think 3-4 years down the road. There's a reason why the Cowboys are that good right now. There's a reason why the Kansas City Chiefs are that good. Good GMs think 3 or 4 years down the road. Trey Lance isn't going anywhere, baby. Next up on the hot seat, guys. Next up. We are going to talk about the black and silver. We are going to talk about the desert in Las Vegas and the Raiders. The Raiders battled last night versus the Chargers, right? But they were down 24-7 or whatever it was. They come back. They were a touchdown away. They were going for the touchdown. They're going for the win. AOC, Adrian O'Connell. Interception in the end zone. Now, Samuel slid down and about cost him the game, but we digress from that. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But this coach should be on the hot seat. Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels should be on the hot seat for the Las Vegas Raiders. Yes, the Raiders did battle versus the Chargers. Yes, they did have a rookie quarterback. Yes, they are dealing with some off-field issues with Chandler Jones. He's officially gone. It's officially been cut. Does anybody sign him? But guys, Josh McDaniels is 18-29 as a head coach. I feel that the players just do not want to play for Josh McDaniels. He is unproven, and he's trying to institute this Patriot way when he doesn't have any track record to go off of. Devontae Adams wants out. Chandler Jones obviously wanted out. The only reason why Jimmy G wanted to come there because nobody else wanted him for whatever else reason. Guys, if the Raiders want to win this season, they have the roster to do so. They have a nice defense. They have a nice offense. Their schedule favors them for the rest of the season. They're actually favored in 50% of their games. They can make a nice little run. They could get hot and make a playoffs. Whoa, slow it down. It all starts with firing of Josh McDaniels. Stephen Davis. No, what not Al Davis' son. Is it Stephen Davis? Whatever his name is, needs to be having a meeting with Josh McDaniels right now. They need to have a closed-door conversation, and there needs to be shit hitting the wall. Mark Davis, thank you. Shit needs to be hitting the wall right now. There needs to be things flying around the room. There needs to be a shouting match. There should be blood vessels popping out of my... I should have an eye thingy going on because I'm so mad. Josh McDaniels needs to shoot it right back at me. If I'm Mark Davis right now, I should be one pissed off son of a bitch. And if Josh Daniels doesn't return that same energy, here's your pink slip. Get out of here. You obviously are not the guy that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a guy that wants to step up to me. I want to look a guy that wants to win as bad as... Josh McDaniels just isn't that guy. His freaking visor pisses me off. His voice pisses me off. His will to, like, not win pisses me off. Somebody needs to light a fire underneath Josh McDaniels' ass right now. Whether it needs to be fired, whether he needs to be punched in the groin, something. Josh McDaniels should be on the hot seat 100%. Get him out of town. My bad. David, yes. Yes. Hot seat for Josh McDaniels. Bring over the Mangannon and let him fly till Chucky gets back. Who is the Mangannon? Who is the Mangannon? I don't know who the Mangannon is. Jim, I know you are a Raiders guy. He's speaking from truth here. He says, who calls the most predictable passes to pick when they're running Josh Jacobs up their guts for 15 out? True. Very, very bad play calling. Rich Gannon. I don't know who Rich Gannon is. I need to Google. Jim, I've been seeing you talk about Rich Gannon for a long time now in all those trash talk groups and like everything. I need to Google him. Need to figure it out. Need to figure out who you're talking about. But guys, those are 4 players / coaches / organizations that are on the hot seat right now. Justin Fields, Chicago Bears, Matt Eberflus, Bryce Young, Zack Taylor, and Josh McDaniels. Let me know if you guys think if anybody else should be on the hot seat. Let me know. But what was that? You all right, boys? My dogs. Oh, Rich Gannon. The quarterback, Rich Gannon. Okay. You mean Rich Gannon from the Kansas City Chiefs? All right, guys, so it is time for some way or no way. We got some way or no ways to talk about. Way or no way is very, very simple. We put out a statement. In way, I do agree. In no way, Jose, is that going to happen in this week? So, guys, it's way or no way, powered by manhourradio.com. Check out the merchandise page or check out the blog section as well. Every time you read a blog, it boosts up my ego a little bit, and haters make us famous. Apparently, I'm a mouthpiece. I saw that earlier in the chat. I am a mouthpiece and just regurgitate what the 4-letter names do or some shit. I don't think I'm a mouthpiece. I don't even watch those shows. I read blogs and watch other people like myself, but whatever. Moving on. Way or no way, guys. The 49ers, that's right. The San Francisco 49ers improved to 4-0 on the season. Way or no way, the 49ers will not lose the rest of this season. Wow. So when we look at the San Francisco 49ers, guys, let's go all the way back to week 1. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 32-7. At the time, we're like, hey, this is a great win. The Steelers are really good, right? I had the Steelers in the top 10 power rankings. Now the Steelers are like, whoa, shit, what's going on with the Pittsburgh Steelers? They're trash, right? And then they beat the Rams team 32-23. That game, if I'm a 49ers fan, I never felt easy. The Rams battled all game long. It was neck and neck, and they happened to get a late score. The Giants, the only game that they truly dominated, right? 32-12, I think that's Sunday Night Football, right? They absolutely dominated that game. And then we see the Arizona Cardinals, 35-16. That score will tell you, like, oh, wow, the 49ers did dominate, right? But without a Josh Dobbs late interception, this game was a 21-16 score. Very, very, very close. My dogs are fighting. My bad. But it was a very, very close score. But, guys, the San Francisco 49ers are a good team. Do not get that twisted. They are a very good team from top to bottom. Defensive side, offensive side. Brock Purdy had a great game. But I love the fact that the 49ers fans are saying that the Dallas Cowboys have played nobody. They have literally played the same teams almost. They played the Giants and the Cardinals, right? And then they beat the Rams, and then they beat the Steelers. Nobody, right? But way or no way will the 49ers go undefeated for the rest of the season. This is a no way. Not only is it hard to maintain excellence week in and week out, as a 4-0 team, you are going to start to get the best shots from everybody, right? They do play the Browns coming up. They play the Vikings, the Bengals, Jaguars, and Buccaneers coming up. They still have 4 more division games to play. But week 5 alone, guys, week 5 alone, they play the best football team in the National Football League. And that is the Dallas Cowboys. We've been hearing all this talk about how the Dallas Cowboys haven't played nobody. They're shit. They're this. They're yada. 49ers are kind of in the same boat. I'm not saying the 49ers are a bad team. Do not get that twisted. But there's no way they're going to go undefeated. They are not going to show up one week and a team like the Commanders, a team like the Cardinals, a team like the Buccaneers or Jaguars is going to come up and bite them in the ass. This week 5 will be a true test, right? All eyes on it. They've been hyping it up for 16 weeks now. This game is a magical game versus the Cowboys. But then they're going to have a little letdown. On the road versus the Browns, on the road versus the Vikings, and back home versus the Bengals. No way will they go undefeated. No way whatsoever. Jim agrees. No way. David agrees. No way. Tim agrees. No way. Says they're losing next weekend, baby. And says, Katie, what's up, Katie? She says that was a good game, but I'm calling it a day. Have a good day, Katie. Tim says Cowboys are plus 83, Niners are plus 67, and that's with a loss. Their offense the Cowboys are putting up a lot of points. Jim says CMC proves my point. Every time he has a day like he did yesterday, who cares about the other talent that doesn't get utilized and may get rusty? I wouldn't say rusty is the correct term, but the ego of the other players might get utilized, right? When I say ego, let's look at the Philadelphia Eagles, right? They were up 17 points. Hey, what is going on? My dogs are going crazy. But let's look at the Philadelphia Eagles and A.J. Brown. They were up 17 points. A.J. Brown was mad because he wasn't getting the ball. He had 4 targets on 3 catches. Okay? Everybody can't eat every week, right? But then the next week, A.J. Brown was a very focal point of that offense. I could see that start to happening in San Francisco. Yes, CMC is the focal point, but you can see Debo, right? Was it 2 years ago? He's like, I want out. You guys aren't going to utilize me. You're not going to pay me. I want out. That was before CMC got there. That was when they were winning a lot of games. Brandon Ayuk could be the same way. George Kittle, I think he's very humble and he understands his role. He could start to get hungry. I don't think rusty is the correct term, but what's the word I'm looking for? Egos are going to start to take over. I want the ball, right? That type of thing. So I do agree with you, Jim, but the word choices I don't agree with. Shut the dogs up. Hoffy, look at this cutie. Come here, girl. Come here. Look at this cutie. How can you tell this cutie to shut up? How can you tell this cutie to shut up? Tell him, Birdie. Tell him, girl. And ain't nobody got time for that. I think they will be favorites in every game, but they will not go undefeated. Yes, they will be favorites in every game. There is no question about that. They are one of the best teams in the NFL. Do well in high-pressure moments is more of what I meant. There you go. Perfect. Yep, Jim, you are spot on. Go read some books. Moving on. Speaking of undefeated teams, the Philadelphia Eagles improved to 4-0 with the overtime win over the Commanders. Way or no way are the Commanders the worst undefeated team? Sorry, the Eagles, are they the worst undefeated team of all time? Of all time, no, absolutely not. I.e. the Arizona Cardinals a couple years ago when they were 9-0, Green Bay Packers come in and smacked them in the mouth on Thursday night. But are they the best team in the NFL? Where, no way, are the Philadelphia Eagles the best team in the NFL? Are the Philadelphia Eagles the best team in the NFL? Way or no way? No way. No way whatsoever are the Philadelphia Eagles the best team in the NFL. I spy with my little eye the San Francisco 49ers. Better. I spy with my little eye the Dallas Cowboys, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins. Guys, there is no way the Philadelphia Eagles are the best team in the NFL. No way whatsoever. No way, no how. It is what it is. Not going to happen. Why is the Dallas Cowboys the best team, says Junior? Because they're the most complete team. They are the most well-coached. They are good from top to bottom. Yes, they struggled week 3 versus the Arizona Cardinals, but who the 49ers did. Don't let that score fool you. The 35-16 score, don't let that 49ers Arizona score fool you. They still struggled. If Josh Jacobs wouldn't have thrown that interception in the end zone, we might be having a different narrative this week. Dallas Cowboys are the best team because they have the best defense, they have the best offense, they have the best special teams, and they have one of the best coaches in the NFL. They are the most well-rounded team in the NFL. Eagles aren't scary at all. IMO. Guys, I don't understand this slang. What does IMO mean? I like money owed? I don't know. Trey's in the chat. What's up, Trey? He says, man, the Patriots suck. No, the Dallas Cowboys are just that damn good. Dallas Cowboys are that damn good. He also thinks that the Eagles are the best team in the NFL. Jim says no way. David says no way. They haven't played 49ers yet. The 49ers are not the best team because they haven't played the 49ers yet. Okay. 49ers are number 2 behind the Dallas Cowboys. Cowgirls only scored, 2 touchdowns on offense versus a very beat-up Patriots defense missing their starting corners? Okay. And your point is what? What is your point? You don't have to have this 30, 40-point offense, Hoffy. You do not have to have this high-flying offense if your defense is that freaking good, right? If your defense is only giving up 10 points a game, why do I care if I only score twice? Let me ask you this question, Hoffy. I know you're from New England, and I know you lived in California. Two of the worst parts of the country in the whole United States of America, California and New England. Let's just be honest. I'm kidding. But Hoffy, what is 6 plus 6? Oh, wait, Hoffy. What is 6 plus 6? Oh, it is 12. Right? It is 12. When you're giving up 10 points in offense or 10 points on defense, 12 is more than 10. Let's knock out the PATs. Add those PATs in there, Mr. Automatic. 14 points, baby. 14 is greater than 10. Tom Brady. I got to work. Y'all keep your fingers out of your butts. Well, Chiefs fans, you do best you can. Jim, have a great day at work, man. We're getting ready to wrap this up. We'll talk about the Ravens and Colts tomorrow. It is all good. Best point differential in the league has the Dallas Cowboys. Because they that damn good, baby! Tom Brady. Who cares about Tom Brady? But guys, that's going to be it for today's show. An hour went by quick today. I apologize. I want to stay on forever, but I got things to do. The dog's understand it's time for a walk. Birdie and McGraw. McGraw's just a lazy ass over here. But we'll see you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. East Coast time. We out.